Have you ever noticed your dog stretching forward, paws out, while locking eyes with you as you greet them? It might seem like just a simple stretch, but there's actually a deeper meaning behind it. Understanding why your dog does this can deepen your connection, make you more in tune with their emotions, and even change the way you communicate with them. So, let's dive into 10 reasons behind this adorable habit and what it really means. Number 10, greeting response. Ever notice your dog stretch out like they're rolling out a red carpet when you come home? That long front leg reach is more than just a warm-up. It's their way of saying, "You're back." Unlike jumping or barking, this greeting stretch is a calm yet exciting expression of happiness, almost like a doggy bow, blending respect, affection, and pure joy. This behavior traces back to their ancestors, who stretched as a friendly, non-threatening pack gesture. When your pup stretches after seeing you, they're showing trust and signaling they're happy and relaxed in your presence. Plus, it helps them shake off any stiffness from waiting for you, getting them ready for playtime or cuddles. So, when your dog stretches to welcome you, it's their unique way of saying, "You're finally home." Number 9, mimicking you. Ever noticed your dog stretch right after you do, almost like they're copying you? This isn't random. Dogs are natural imitators. Through social mirroring, they mimic the actions of those they're bonded with. From yawning when you yawn to copying your habits, this behavior is their silent way of saying, "You're my family." Scientists believe this instinct stems from their wild ancestors, who learned by observing and copying pack leaders. Unlike tricks taught through training, this mirroring is instinctive and effortless. Research even suggests that the closer the bond between a dog and their human, the more likely they are to imitate their actions. Number 8, expressing submission. Have you ever noticed your dog stretching in front of you with their head low and front legs extended, almost like they're bowing? This isn't just a stretch, it's a sign of submission. As natural pack animals, dogs follow a hierarchy, and submissive gestures like this show respect to those they trust. When your dog stretches this way, they're signaling that they feel safe with you and acknowledge your role as their leader. Submission isn't about fear, it's about harmony. In the wild, lower-ranking wolves or dogs use gestures like this to avoid conflict and strengthen pack bonds. When your pup stretches in front of you, they're reinforcing your bond, showing trust, and helping maintain the pack's peaceful dynamic. It's their way of saying, "I respect you and feel secure with you leading the way." Number 7, marking presence. Have you ever seen your dog stretch, then immediately sniff or rub against the floor, as if claiming their spot? This isn't just a random habit, it's part of their natural instinct to mark territory. Dogs have scent glands in their paws, and when they stretch, especially with their front legs extended, they subtly leave their scent behind. It's their way of saying, "This is my space," without barking or lifting a leg. Marking behavior isn't only about ownership, it also helps dogs feel secure. In the wild, canines use scent to create familiar zones, guiding their navigation and communication with other animals. Even at home, this instinct remains strong. So, if your dog stretches and then rubs their paws or body on the floor, they're leaving a comforting mark of their presence. Number 6, physical habit. What if I told you your dog's stretching isn't always about loosening up their muscles? While stretching is a normal habit that keeps their body flexible and comfortable, doing it right in front of you could mean something more. Dogs naturally stretch after sleeping or before movement, just like we do. But when they do it in your presence, they might be trying to grab your attention. This simple action could be their way of saying, "Look at me," or inviting you to play. Since dogs thrive on social connection, they often repeat behaviors that get a response from their favorite humans. If you usually react by petting them or talking to them when they stretch, they'll keep doing it as a playful way to bond with you. Number 5. Inviting play. What if I told you that when your dog stretches like they're gearing up for a big move, they might be asking you to throw the ball? That deep front leg stretch with their tail wagging isn't just about loosening up. It's known as a play bow, a clear invitation to have fun. In the dog world, this is how they signal friends, including you, that they're ready to run, jump, and chase. Play is essential to a dog's life, and they use body language to express excitement. When your pup stretches like this in front of you, they're not just getting comfortable, they're saying, "Come on, let's have some fun." This behavior is especially common when they associate you with playtime. So, the next time your dog stretches as if they're ready to sprint, grab their favorite toy. You've just been invited to their game. Number 4. Showing affection. Your dog stretches in front of you, their tail wagging softly, eyes warm and relaxed. They extend their front legs, lower their chest to the ground, and hold the stretch just a little longer than usual, almost like a slow-motion bow. Sometimes it is their way of showing how affectionate they are to be with you. Dogs express love through body language, and stretching in front of you is a subtle but meaningful way. Unlike jumping or licking, which are more obvious displays of excitement, stretching is a calm, trusting gesture. When a dog willingly puts themselves in a vulnerable position, exposing their belly or stretching deeply, they're showing complete comfort around you. It's their quiet way of saying, "I love being near you." Number 3, releasing stress. What if I tell you that when your dog stretches after hearing loud noises or meeting new people, they're actually shaking off stress? Dogs, just like us, experience anxiety from overwhelming situations, whether it's fireworks, a trip to the vet, or tension in the household. Since they can't express their emotions with words, they rely on body language to cope, and stretching is one of their go-to ways to release built-up tension. A deep, slow stretch helps them reset both physically and mentally, almost like a personal stress relief ritual. It loosens their muscles, regulates their breathing, and signals that they're letting go of whatever made them uneasy. If your pup tends to stretch after a tense moment, don't be alarmed. It's just their way of calming down and getting back to their usual happy self. Number 2, seeking attention. Why does your dog stretch right in front of you like they're putting on a little performance? Dogs crave attention, and if they feel like you're too busy, they'll find creative ways to steal the spotlight. A big, dramatic stretch, especially if it's paired with a little head tilt or playful eyes, is their way of making sure you notice them. Over time, dogs learn which behaviors get a response, and if stretching earns them a pat on the head or a few kind words, they'll happily keep doing it. This is especially common when they want playtime, belly rubs, or just a little extra love. Number 1, bonding with you. Lastly, let's talk about the most obvious reason. Your dog stretches because they feel deeply connected to you. Dogs are social animals, and their bond with their favorite human is everything to them. When they stretch in front of you, especially in a relaxed and playful way, it's a sign of trust and affection. It's their way of saying, "I'm comfortable around you, and I love being near you." This behavior is common in well-bonded dogs who feel safe and happy in their environment. Stretching can be a way to invite interaction, show contentment, or simply share a quiet, affectionate moment. So, when your dog greets you with a big stretch, take it as a reminder that they see you as their family, their most trusted companion in the world.